We have a sentence quoted to us today. We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We wailed, and you did not mourn. Now Jesus, with this sentence, is making us aware that we were not open to something what is given to us. We were not open to the tunes that were played. We had our own tune. We had something of our own. And it's not to say that we should not have something of our own. It's not to say to take off everything of the others, of that you hear, of what you see. But it is to say, be open. You can be fully prejudiced. You can be fully biased. You can have your own, not something what allows room for the other, but something what is fixed. There could be what is said, but I have my own conclusion. My mind is not just open to what is presented. And as a person, it is difficult. Difficult to keep ourselves open to something what doesn't fit our thinking, at least for that time. We have our own conclusion, at least for that time. Now to listen to something, to see something unusual, to see something or listen to something what is opposite to that I have in mind. John the Baptist's and Jesus' life wasn't the opposite. It wasn't just the contrast in everything. Though Jesus gives us the example today of this eating and drinking, that one did whereas one did not. It is one example that is picked from their life in order to present to us how people had their own conclusion, how people were firm and fixed in something based on one particular trait or behavior. And picking up that particular trait, picking up that particular behavior, picking up one item from their lifestyle, we just determine and color everything else with that biased thinking that we have in our mind. So what Jesus is asking us today, to listen to that tune, to be open, to synchronize your thinking to what you see, what you hear. Let it not be like a life already determined since decades back. God will teach us something or the other based on our needs. It's not to say that we need to take off something what we have in order to just constantly fill in and make someone's life our own. It's not going to that extent. But it's adding something to what we already have. Let us ask the Lord to keep us open, not to have a judgmental attitude and judgmental thought. Let us try to listen to, sing to what we hear and what we see, so that our life may be enriched by people around us. And once again, it's not to take off everything that we have, but let it add on to what God has given us. And let this add on what God is giving us, make us better people.